Evening, welcome to the Toon review for second half of our double header. We've already seen Erling Haaland's Norway knock out the Ivory Coast with a last minute, let's say, fortunate winner. They were very fortunate to win that game. And now we've got France versus Sweden. I don't think this one will be so close. I think this could be a one-sided affair. However, we do have Newcastle United representation in it. Before we do all that, though, we've got to do a bit of housework, haven't we? And so if you are new to us, hit that subscribe button, please. It does help us get to 50k. That's what we're aiming for next. But hit that thumbs up button because that will, it kind of hits us in the algorithm of YouTube, and it entitles like-minded football fans to join you fantastic people in the subscription people there, and that will help us get more and more and more. And memberships are available by clicking the join button, and super chats by clicking the $sign below me in the chat there. But that's all that done. Evening all to everybody. Paul will be joining me at some point, I believe. I didn't want to be late. I like to be prompt, on time, But every time I've been doing this in the World Cup, it's been prompt. I've managed to let the show go and bang on the time, which is unusual for us here. But, a bit of professionalism, I have to say. Yes, so anyway, Sweden versus France. We do have Newcastle United representation, as I said. And Mr. Alanga has managed to, force himself into that Swedish side because he's played well this World Cup. Couple of good goals. And I think the worst bit of France's team is the defence. So if he can perform alongside our former striker and Jokeras and people of that nature, then maybe they can get something of it. I doubt it very much. I think France will win this convincingly. France, for me, will win the whole lot. But you never know. You never know. And as I speak, Joe has gifted a Toon Review membership there. Thank you very much, Joe. Much appreciated. So if you do get gifted that membership, please thank Joe in the chat there. Our fantastic mods are with us. No spoilers, of course. If you are going to speak about the goal, wait till we've... Any goals, I should say. Wait until we've talked about it, commented on it, and then you can comment to your heart's content. Don't do it beforehand, just spoils it for other people who's watching, and that's a bit of a twatty move, isn't it? Yes, Leonardo, I've got time to go and release the Kraken, mate, no problem. But there we go. Even to everyone in the chat, I've got a banner made up already. I'm just hoping Paul will remember that he's on with us, but not that it doesn't matter. We've got England tomorrow, and we also have the second game. I can't remember who it is, but we have that too. King Hoddle sees the boys Bergvall starts. Good player, him, Bergvall. He wants to be off from Spurs now, doesn't he? And I wouldn't mind if we went in for him because he's a good player. However, for some reason, despite having the richest owners in world football, we're not allowed to spend any money. Ridiculous. Benny Bull said I was confident it was coming home until I saw the Ghana and Panama games and realised it's not coming home. Belgium, Senegal, that's it. That's the game. It sounds a bit shit, that one, to be fair, doesn't it? That sounds rank. Rachel says, anyone want to bet how long into the match before I have to tell Billy off tonight? Oh, we've got Sweden playing France. Both countries renowned for making a certain kind of cinema in the 70s. How long will it take? I mean, who makes that connection? Christ, you've got to be some sort of pervert to make that connection, really. Yes. The late night continental. They don't get that around the country back in the 80s. Let's put a film on ITV, The Late Night Continental. If it was a pervert's paradise. A bit like the Red Triangle on Channel 4. Yeah. I wonder, Graham Potter, fair play to him, he's singing that, it's a Swedish national anthem, and I'm willing to prepare to bet that it's not Dancing Queen they're singing. 100%. Septic Tank said, Billy, I called someone a stroker today. You're corrupting me. There you go. There you go. You can say it's educational, this program, not educational as well as entertaining. And King Hoddle said, I love the Red Triangle. I bet you really did. There is literally a sweepstake going on in the chat. It might take a crowd shot or some kind of thing. Septic Tank says it's a top-notch insult, to be fair. It's a good one, isn't it? Invented because the bar outside Highfield Road's bar, there used to be a bar where all the Coventry City fans used to go in. And I went in there when Newcastle played. They got me fucking in kicked in. So from that day forward, it was called Strikers. And I then said it was called Strokers. So there we go. Billy the English, Joey Diaz, great work. Well, thank you, Andrew. That's very much appreciated. I like Joey Diaz. I think he's quite a humorous chap. Yes, very funny. Anthems are done. ITV, of course, have gone to a frigging advert. Coach Animation says, if Wisman Langer continue this forward, would you have faith in next season or sell them at a decent offer came in? I think you have to try them, don't you? I think you have to try them. It's a gamble, I know, but I said that. Is it the person trying them here that's the problem? Because it may well be. Mr. Potter seems to know how to get the best out of Alanga. And whoever the fucking DR Congo manager is seems to know how to get the best out of Johan Wissa. Who for me has been the team of the tournament so far. I think Wissa gets in it. He's been phenomenal. Not just the goals, but his build-up play and all that stuff. Leonardo said, I'll be back. The tortoise is getting curious. Yeah, off you trot, mate. Don't worry about it. Trevor said, all that talk about food earlier made me visit the chippy. Lovely tea of fish and chips. Here's a French side, by the way. Moynihan, Digne, Saliba, Upamecano, Koundé, Rabiot, Chouameni, Barcola replaces Desiree Doué, Elise Dembele and Mbappe, the captain of La France. It's an excellent side, isn't it? It really is. And bench is stacked as well. Akliou, Shirky, Zaire Emery on the bench. People like that. Here's the Swedish side. Jacob Whittle-Zetterström in goal. Gudmundsson, Lindelof, Lagerbielka and Elliot Stroud. Doesn't sound very Swedish. Yasin Ayari, Lucas Bergvall, Daniel Svensson, Alexander Isak, Victor Gyökeres and Anthony Alanga. Good evening to Embleton. Mark said, I'll go to Coventry Beach. Yes, mate. Quite often, to be fair. You're a poor Pirates man, are you? They cheated an awful lot towards the end of when Coventry was going. And anyway, so there's Graham Potter. He's literally fell in a bucket of shit and come out smelling of roses, him, hasn't he? Even King Holland scored and he's like a rat. So we are about to kick off. Let's get the banner up. And get the comments back on. Whiplash says, don't hate me. I've just put £20 on Newcastle to get relegated next season. £820 return. Stephen says, I hope Isak doesn't get injured. Again, some very odd comments coming in at this moment in time. Rachel says, I know the Rat is playing, but we do have Alanga playing, and I don't like the French. So here's hoping to an upset. Doubt it, but hoping. I'm very much along the same lines, Rachel. I want Sweden to win also. Despite me selecting France to win the whole lot and looking a clown in front of my mate there. Here is Alanga anyway. First touch for him. Little lob pass out. It's headed away by Luca Digne. Lucas Bergvall left one in there on Luca Digne. That ain't very nice. Luca Digne gets to his feet and will have a free kick. James, that's how Paul's doing. Fine. He's supposed to be coming on. And in fact, he may do. Max is in. Malcolm Simmons. God, there's a blast in the past. Malcolm Simmons, yeah. Oh, it's Donley Olsen, man. Anyway, France have the ball. This might happen quite regularly here. Lots of possession, I think, for the French. As Digne floated down the line for Mbappe. Mbappe eventually is tackled, and well, let's give a throw into the Swedes there, which is odd. I thought that was definitely off the Swedish player last, but never mind. Long throw taken, looking for Gyökeres. Definitely been pulled back there by his Arsenal counterpart, William Saliba. Magpie 50 says, I would just like to see that rats kicked all over, then I'll be happy. Michael fancies Argentina to win. Long clearance from Zetas from the keeper, looking for the runner of Ilanga. It's nodded away by Digne. I think Ilanga can get Digne. Good play that from Bergval. Win the ball off Chouameni there. Ilanga back to Bergval. In their famous yellow tops, blue shorts. And France, of course, in their blue tops and white shorts. Both sides wearing home strips. There's the Aston Villa centre-back there. Lindelof into Gyökeres. He's at edge of the area. He's like bends one, but it doesn't bend it. Scuffs it. And it goes straight into the arms of Mike Maignan. Probably should have done better there, Isaac. Isaac left foot in on Upamecano there, and well, Upamecano's holding his shin. It's not Upamecano, it's Chouameni. I'm not sure he's done a lot there, to be honest. Trying to do a bit of defending, something we screamed for him to do. Newcastle United was doing it for Sweden, and fouled the player in the process, mind. This is Rabiot, Saliba, now Chouameni, who's very deep. Koundé, wide for Dembele. Dembele back to Koundé. It's not Koundé, is it? This is Barcola, I think it is. Good play from Dembele to win the ball back. Wins a free kick there, but I thought that was a good tackle, that. And Dembele somehow wins a free kick off Ayari there, but I don't think that's a free kick, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Elise comes to take this. Former Palace man, of course, could have been playing for England. In the comes, looking for a French head, finds the head of Saliba. Nodded back across goal by Rabiot, headed away by Lindelof, and it will be a throw into the French. Lucas Digne will take. Elise. Very deep Elise at the size moment in time. Goes square to Upamecano. Turned by Barcola. This is Dembele. Mbappe robbed on the edge of the box. And now there might be a bit of a race here. Ilanga versus Saliba. Ilanga wins that race. Cuts inside. He needs some support. Eventually gets it and gives it back to the midfield player. Goes wide. And in fact loses out to Rabiot. Dembele. Now it's Elise. Run going on for Barcola here with a great run off the ball, but he's not going to get there. And Viberg kicks it out for a throw-in. Two balls on the pitch. What's the best sporting events I've ever seen in person? Probably the Euro 88, Euro 88 tournament, Embleton in Germany. Even though England didn't win a game, but it was definitely an experience. In hindsight, I'd have saved everybody for 2 years later and had a really good time at Italia 90, but England hadn't lost it. They'd won hadn't lost a game between the World Cup in 86 and the finals in 88. But just before the tournament, Bobby Robson decided to replace Hodder with Neil Webb pass. And Gary Lineker caught hepatitis. So, yeah, it was absolute shite. Anyhow, we're back into the game. 6.5 minutes on the clock. And defensive won it in their defensive third. Bill touch one Barcola onto. Well, that's a foul, ref. Didn't want to give it, but he did in the end. The lead say he was cropped there. Free kick is taken. It's with Upamecano. Ball through. It's a good one, but overhit. And the keeper can claim it. The Austin Knight smells of shite. He thinks he's very funny. But he's not, because no one's listening to what he's saying. What a bellend. What a stroker. Austin Knight. Yeah. He's like putting the hard yards in against Saliba. Can't play for Monyan. And now it's for Adrian Rabiot. Unless you're watching Subbuteo or something else tonight, of course. There's an offside there, but the ball goes out of play. Be a thrown to the Swedes. Lindelof into Bergvall. French have the ball. Deep. With Saliba. Paul will be with us tomorrow for the England game, incidentally, not tonight's. We'll be here for the England game, which, of course, kicks off at 5, I believe. So 10 to 5 tomorrow. Paul and myself. And I don't know if Stato's back from work, but he may join us at some point as well. For England against the Democratic Republic of Congo. And, of course, more Newcastle United representation. France have it at the minute. They're just playing it amongst the defence, but they are quite high up the pitch. They are in the Swedish half. Swedes are falling to the low block. Here's Digne. Ball in for Rabiot. He's robbed there by, who's that? Can't see who it is. Isaac tries to put Gyökeres in. Gyökeres has pace and gets there. Good ball across here. Sweden looking dangerous. They go backwards and calm it down and lose all momentum. Alanga has it. And, all momentum have gone down the shithouse here. Here come the Swedes out. Trying to find space. That's a terrible ball from Gyökeres. Just giving the ball away there. Bergvall with a throw. They're playing in a 4-4-2 here, aren't they? The Swedes. Graham Potter's gone. Mike Bassett. Thrown into Gyökeres. Tries to flick it round the corner to Alanga. Didn't work. Will be a Swedish throw just short of the halfway line. Arsene Wenger there. We are at 11 minutes bang on, Rach. Gyökeres going around the outside. Good run from him and an absolutely shocking cross. It wasn't Gyökeres, it was the 24 who is Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Oh, King Hoddle. He's one of the greatest managers to ever manage in England, mate. Kieran says, just a thought, wouldn't it be funny if France went out in this game? Oh, we all want Sweden to win, I think. But I've got the added kind of compensation if they don't. I have tipped France to win it. Well, not a left field pick, obviously. Here are the French now. Ball into Mbappe. Mbappe finds a bit of space. Then lays it round to Koundé. Dembele on the far side of the pitch. Going up against the fullback. Trying to get across and he's robbed. Well, good defending that from the Swedish number 5 there. Really good. Good Monson. Excellent defensive work. Didier Deschamps is back in his role now, and Guy Stéphane has threw the suit away and got back to t-shirt and tracky bottoms. It's 5 o'clock kickoff. Bruno's Magic Hat. The Swedes wanted a free kick for that. Didn't get one. Bergvall steps in and just kicks it back to the French keeper who hoofs it. Little flick on by Gyökeres and fucking lazy twat. Lazy twat, fucking Roland couldn't get back on side. Now the French can attack from deep with William Saliba. Choumeni to Jules Koundé. Little ball in behind, looking for the run of Rabiot. And Sweden confidently just defend that nicely. Lindelof goes back to Whittle Zetterstrom and he launches it to no one in particular. Nick's got an Elliot Anderson England shirt. So they really need to release numbers sooner, but guaranteed one day wear. Anyone else got a player on their shirt? Ball is with Dembele fast on the pitch, having a good tussle with a good Monson there. Eventually cuts to the side and goes around Isak. Still has it. Plays it wide here for the 12, who is Barcola. Now Mbappe gets a little bit of a move on the 17. Chips it wide then to Lucas Digne. He comes backwards. Rabiot. Mbappe. Trying to find space for a shot, but ain't going to happen. Floats it wide for Koundé. Deflection will be a corner to the French. Yeah, Elliot Anderson, England shirt, Bruno's Magic Hat. Excuse the word, still we play. In comes a corner, headed away. Only as far as Lucas Digne. He goes from distance, keeper's down well to save it. Whittle Zetterstrom. Black and White Bands is posting that he has a very triggered and unhappy Fabrizio Romano in his DMs. Well, he's a bit... Well, maybe he should start thinking about how he's fucking behaving, the fucking pasta shagger. Ball through the middle. There's Alexander Isak coming deep for it. Plays it wide to Stroud. Good Monson. Nearly fell over the fucking wall. Chips over there. Once again, fucking lazy twat. Fucking idle fucking itis, that fucking knobhead. Can't believe that. Alexander Isak in a World Cup just cannot move his ass to fucking move and have an offside position. And Robert English said Ruby said we should start Mania instead of Anderson tomorrow. I can see why he's relegated nearly every club he's managed. Yeah, fair point. Very fair point. Fabrizio Dolmio says Embleton. There was a shot there, but a worm burner. And Whittle, Zetterstrom got down to it quite easily. Here's Shermani for the French. Just being allowed to go as far forward as he likes, really. Then the Swedes do build in 2 banks of 4, 10, 20 yards from the penalty area. Elise plays it wide for Digne. Just trying to find a bit of space. It's hard for him to break this Swedish low block down, to be honest. Good tackle coming in on the far side by Gudmundsson. Really good one on Dembele. And there's a ball down the line for the willing winner that is Gyökeres. That's a foul, referee. That's a foul all day, every day. Boy Saliba on Gyökeres. Really good strength, that. 17 on 17. Even Liverpool fans are annoyed with Fab now over the Gakpo tweets. Well, I don't know what they are. You have to explain, mate. And Tom says, been a lot of stories about the man in recent days. Are things starting to unravel for him? Hope so. We can guarantee it won't be for Man City fans or Man United fans. Ronald Koeman has resigned, quite rightly. Oh, get what happens with Gakpo and his partner, and yeah, that's shocking. If he's milking that. Like he did with Christian Atsu, to be fair. Very much like Christian Atsu, that stuff. Let's be honest, there's content creators on Newcastle United that do that kind of shite, though. Just go ahead trying to fucking beat everyone up to a 50-50 choice, and they go ahead with one of them and then find out they're wrong. Thinking of one man in particular, of course, but Ray says, I hope so, Tom. He's a complete twat and glad supporters of other clubs are finally seeing what we've seen for quite a while of it. Correct. Nick says, I like that he commented on Bruno's post and so many people told him to get fucked and go away. Anyway, in the game, nothing's happening as such here, really. Sweden are trying to put a bit of pressure on. But the ball comes to Digne. Isak presses to a certain extent. Digne rolls it forward to Rabiot. Absolutely, Mason. Nice bit of play there from Barcola to step inside. Lovely bit of play from him, but the finish was rank. But really good play from Barcola to get himself into a shooting position there. Lovely bit of trickery from the young PSG winger Bradley Barcola. Connor Wilson says he needs to get sacked and writes about the dickhead what he is. Thing is, though, sacked by you. I think he's just freelance, isn't he? Just comments himself. Ball for Mbappe. He's onside according to the linesman. 1-on-1. Mbappe scores. Scores, but they want a flag. And do we get one? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Lethal finish by Mbappe, but I do think he's off. I think he went a split second too early. We shall see. Oh, this is a close one. This is a close one. This is a very, 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 very close one. Great finish. We'll have to see here. That French girl looks very disappointed in the crowd. Well, it's not. It's 0-0. It's been given as offside. Clearly, the linesman got a bit of a buzz from the technology. But fantastic finish from Mbappe. Oh, poor from the Swedish goalkeeper. Took an age to get rid of that. Now he's under pressure. There's going to be a throw into the Swedes, so deflected off Barcola. Chest for Mbappe doesn't work because at least they can't get to the next ball, but he then fouls the player in front of him. Where's my French flag? I want Sweden to win, mate. While there's Newcastle United representation on the pitch, I'll be supporting them. Although, to be fair, I don't think Elanga's touched the ball since the 3rd minute. But he won't get it now because he's down the line. No, it doesn't. Ball in behind the back, that's going nowhere. And no one's even chasing it. Oh, it's very tight, that, but he's off. He's a half a yard off. It's a wonderful finish. Who would Ginola be supporting today, Bills? That's what you got to think. No, it isn't. Who would John Allen Boomsong be supporting today, Joe Linton? It's easy to play them fucking games, isn't it? Who would Lionel Perez be supporting today, Joe Linton? You know? It's drinks break time. Also, who would Andreas Anderson be supporting? Oh, dear. Drinks break. Ice fucking packs on back of fucking neck. Yeah, we've had as many shit Frenchies as well. We've had goodies. I mean, Laurent Robert was fantastic as well, wasn't he? But was Carl Savant Swedish? Wow. Well, I think it's obvious what the plan of attack is from Sweden here. Oh, Givars, yes, he was French and shite. Yeah, who's he supporting? Joe Linton? That's a Manafa, yes, there you go. I don't think you can go down that road, to be honest. I think you have to just go with current players. Yeah, Carlson was from Bradford. I didn't think he was Swedish. Mervyn saying, where's your Sweden flag? Fuck me, I can't win him, can I? Someone's saying, where's your French flag? Someone's saying, where's your Sweden flag? Tell you where they are. They're both at me fucking arsehole. We did also have Ben Arfa. That's quite right. We also had Lauren Charvet. Alan Goma, yeah, he was wank, weren't he? We've also obviously had more Frenchies than Swedes, haven't we? Yes, Maxi was French, Jim. Predictable. It's Sweden low block against the. Oh, fucking no. Sit down, you French twats. That looked like the bloke with that woman there looked like the fucking exchange student and the in-betweeners. Hey, Turkey in the best room. And game has restarted amongst all the hilarity here. Yeah, I like Kabal. He's a good player. But he fucking left us, didn't he? He fucked off. How's long he been playing? Well, not really been involved since the first minute or two. They've not passed the ball to him. Poor control, that's Barcola. He might get it now. Olivia Banana, another good one. Oh no, Sweden are fucking taking the time. No, this is going to be 4-4 fucking 2. Throwing from the Swedish right back's not great. Sweden should get a free kick for that. Fouled by Rabiot. Quite an obvious one too. On Ayari. Frank Dumas. Oh, okay, now. Yeah. In comes a free kick. The Ayari goes to Isaac. Well, it's a wonderful free kick, but Isaac just couldn't get any purchase on the ball. Definitely a training ground routine there. Just a ball. That's just a straightforward ball through. Everyone's expecting the cross, but it's along the ground. Isaac moves onto it and just can't get any purchase on it. Patrice. He was in the crowd a minute ago. Definitely him. I mean, it was probably fucking 20 years ago, so it probably doesn't look like that anymore. Here's Rabiot. Back to Saliba. Here's Elise. Skills. Mbappe. More skills. Shermani. Dembele. Tried a shot. We'll get a corner. Yeah, Sissoko and all them Mervyn, yeah. Corner's cleared all the way back to Moignan. Good evening, number one security. Hope you're well. Here's Digne. Exchanges passes with Mbappe. Gives it back to Mbappe. Mbappe steps inside, squares it to Chouameni. Further wide to Koundé. And this probably go further wide to Dembele. Here's Dembele. Back to Upamecano, who is playing for France tonight and not Germany. Here's Digne. And now Rabiot. Chouameni. This is attack versus defence here. Training ground drill. It's Barcola. To Saliba. And now Koundé. Trying to manoeuvre it wide and back, switching, but in quick succession instead of lots of small passes. Trying to spread it quicker. And here's Digne now. They've been across twice in the past 30 seconds. Digne approaches the area. Ball in for Mbappe. Lovely floated past the far side where Koundé has space. Cross comes in. Oh, just over the head of Dembele. Headed away by Bergval. Only as far as Elise. Now Mbappe. Little ball. That's a wonderful little pass. Rabiot shoots. Comes off the foot of the keeper, off the Swedish defender, and wide for a corner. Wow. That was good football. What a wonderful little disguised pass from Mbappe there into Rabiot. It's a good shot, good save. And it came up. What's he appealing for? The number 3 there. Is he seriously appealing for a goal kick? When he's the twat that kicked it with no one near him. Heavens above. Corner comes in. Flicks away. Chouameni to Koundé. Bit of trickery there by Barcola on the far side. Be another corner that. Good Munster wants a goal kick. Am I into any decent conspiracy? I don't think any such thing as a decent conspiracy theory, Embleton. I think they're generally made up by absolute fucking lunatics. Good ball in behind for Koundé. Koundé crosses it. Mbappe! Oh, yes, he missed. He's at the post. When it seemed easy to score. Oh, could this be one of them nights for the French? Literally had to score. Far post. Open goal to aim for. He's hit the post. The ball's bounced off the post. On another given day, it would have hit the defender and gone in, but it didn't. Hit the defender and just trickled back to the goalkeeper. I wonder if it's one of them nights for the French. Here's Kylian. Nice bit of play from the French. They're certainly not letting these opportunities affect them. Goes round. It's got across the far post, but it's deflected. And Sweden can bring it away, but it's definitely one-way traffic now. Here's Dembele, far side of the pitch. 2 on him. That doesn't affect him at all. Creates some space and gives it to Rabiot. Sends out the goal. 30 yards from goal. Has a go. Oh, so it's about a foot over. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. I mean, them two. Look at them. You French strokers. You stroker. Here's Sweden trying to get something going here, but it's not going to happen there. Hey. Germany. To Upper Meccano. Wide. To Dembele. Not the greatest ball in the world for Dembele. He had to fight to keep it in. And then gave it. Well, why isn't he not picking it up, the fucking dickhead? Got to come out and kicked it out for a throw in. Jordan says, just a thought, would you take Bergvall in Part X? Oh, well, we'll just have cash. I like Bergvall. I think he's a good player. But I'd rather not sell him to Nali at all, to be fair. I must be honest, Magpie 50, the thought did actually cross my mind. But you know me, I'm able to control my mouth and therefore didn't say anything. Ooh, free kicks to Sweden there. Good play from the Jokeres, good defensive work. King Hodgson, I'll give you Bergvall plus 30 for Sun. Fuck off! Isn't she pretty in pink? Not strictly true, that, David. Germany were eliminated before Japan in 1945. Hate to be pedantic, but that's absolute bollocks. Open kick! Oh, it's at the post! And, oh, Christ almighty, at least his effort. He went for an overhead kick. It was an absolute spectacular attempt. And he's hit the post. Kenneth Anderson, he's a big fucking beanpole shit, so wasn't he? This is a fantastic effort. What a volley that is. And he's hit the post, and then Dembele just panicked. Here's Alanga. Alanga's got to touch the ball. Christ, it's been a while. Cuts inside. Great cross! And Isak can't do anything with it. Fucking rat. Wonderful ball in from Anthony Alanga. Plenty of whip, and it's in the area of Isak, who comes near post. He's got Upamecano behind him. Does he get a corner here? No, don't. And it almost goes into the far post. Brilliant, brilliant cross. There you go, Carlos. How about we trade you Murphy for Bergvall? That's a fair swap. Oh, messing around in the area. Will there be a free kick there? No, there ain't. Well, there is, yeah. Free kick to the French. Elise's down. Holding his, I don't know what part of his hurt, to be fair. Oh, Wagner says, who's that right winger for Sweden? Is he available? Oh, that's quite nasty that from the three. He's gone through the fucking ball and taken Elise there. I do wonder if there's going to be any more to this. Elise's back to his feet. We're going to see that overhead kick again. Sensational technique. Oh, he shinned it like Rooney did with the Man City goal. And it's at the post, but Dembele has to score, and he's really, really tried to be too intricate, trying to be too accurate, sorry is the word. And put it wide. Yeah. I don't think the number 3 of Sweden has been punished for that. I think he probably should have been. Upamecano for France. They had a bad game. Sweden are sporadically trying to attack, but generally it's all France. And some of the skills on show from some of the French players have been remarkable, especially Elise. Absolutely sensational player. Unbelievably, he played for fucking Palace 2 years ago. Joe Linton says, Man United are going to get Somerville. I don't know. Maybe! There's Elise with the ball in for the free kick. Oh, it nearly fell straight there too. Is it Upamecano at the back post? Saliba's Hastin trying to win the ball back here, very deep in the Swedish half. They get a free kick after all that. 2 centre-half in unison. Eventually get done for fouling the fella. And they're not very happy about it. And then they run off like a couple of chastised racehorses galloping down the final straight at Cheltenham. At least they played for Reading, yeah. He's English. Fucking should be playing for us. Here's France. Mbappe from distance, straight down the keeper's gullet. And disappointed with that. I'm not even sure Elise used to have an accent on his fucking E. And then he added one for the crack, and then fucking France come in for him. But he ain't got fuck all to do with France, really. He couldn't speak French or anything like that. Well in from Bergvall. He's lower. Rabbi Elise of 13 now on Bergvall. Nasty fucker. Man-bun twat. Free kick to Sweden. Maybe this is their best chance of getting something. Ayari. Bends it in. Absolute dog shit. And that ain't great from Elise. He just knocked into touch. Well shepherded this time, though, by Bergvall. Jim says the ref starting to lose this game, needs a couple of French yellows. Well, that's generally their nickname, isn't it, Jim? Here's Elise into Mbappe. Mbappe spins straight away and is moving at a rate of knots. Goes to Barcola on the left-hand side. Cross comes in. Goes to about 15 players, but not to a Frenchman. Chouameni into Elise, edge of the area. Shoots! Put it wide. He's got fuck all to do with France. Both his parents are French. I'm only messing around, Turpy. Fucking hell. You wouldn't be able to play for France otherwise. Jazz says, can't the French stop fouling players that aren't Isaac? Tom says, Isaac is as French as Somerset Brie. Velo says, French team is so stacked it's legit a cheat code. Anyway, France are coming away with the ball now. It's Rabiot for the French on this left flank. He's got Barcola making a run in front of him and he chips over the back of the right back, and Barcola gets there too. But good defending by Svensson. Gets a foot in. Jim says, French rifle for sale. Looks like new, only dropped once. That's the next thing. I love that. In comes the cross release in the corner, headed away. Here's Jules Koundé. Dembele. And it's cleared. Here's Rabiot. Vilo says rumours that Barcola may be leaving PSG for Arsenal if you believe the media. Jolene says, mind you, Vissa is Parisian. He could have started for France too. I beg to differ. I don't think he could. He has been good in this World Cup, mind. Really good. Sweden on the attack here, and well, Isak's not had a sniff really. He's been absolutely dog shit. Ambleton says, load of bollocks if you ask me. Should only be allowed to play for the country you were born. Simple as that. Well, Bernard Manning used to say, if a dog's born in the stable, it's not a fucking horse, is it? So you do have that argument, don't you? Elise again. He's been the best player. Has a shot. Tries to place it. Great save. Excuse me, while Sylvie play. I honestly think Michael Elise is the missing link for England to be a World Cup challenging side. It's too late now, clearly. Anyway, here's Mbappe in the box. Great bit of play. Great switch. Oh, what a goal! Killing Mbappe with an absolute terrific strike. Wonderful centre-forward play from him. Great trickery. That's an absolute belting goal. France take the lead. It's a fucking great goal from Mbappe. Really is. The skills, and then he just fucking blasted it into the corner with a bit of bend on it. Bit of schwaz. And they take the lead here for the French. Deservedly so, of course. They've been by far the better side. And that means Sweden will have to come out now and maybe attack France a little bit. Brilliant goal from Mbappe. Short corner into Elise, then to Dembele. It's the triumvirate. Into Mbappe, little swizzle. The Gyökeres is just not the player there that you want. And he's gone inside him and he's just curved it into the far corner with a bit of pace on it as well. With his right foot there. Terrific goal. Absolute fantastic goal. One 0 to Les Bleus. And Mr. Deschamps looks very happy. Long crossfield ball to find Elanga. He nods it down the line. He's there for the return if he wants it. That's a foul, referee. Ref didn't give it. But Bergvall picks it up in a good area. Here's Bergvall. Gives it to Elanga. Nice bit of play from Elanga. Goes for the return. Round the back of Digne. Gets the cross in. Wonderful cross. And, well, whoever he is, blasts it into the fucking stands behind the goal. But Elanga did superbly well again. It's Stroud. He should stick to fucking Budgerigars and fucking Alcatraz him. Fucking rubbish, that. But great play for Elanga. Really good play. Thank you, David. Very kind of you to say so, sir. Here's Bergvall for Sweden. Goes backwards. Good play from Sweden. This they found a bit of space. Shit for Miari, but here's Bergvall. Isaac. Here's Stroud. He's fucking shit. France give the ball away to Bergvall. Give it Elanga then. Yeah, space down here. You got Digne in your pocket. As Digne makes a tackle. Have another go at him. You got him. Nice ball. He's got in for the return. Great. That's a penalty. Oh, the flag's up for offside. You jummy French twats. Was he offside? Yes. That's a poor pass, actually, for Elanga to pass the ball to him in an offside position. Probably would have been a penalty as well. But bits of denseness from Mr. Elanga there to pass the ball into a player who's clearly offside, and lazy from the Swedish player who's in the offside position. To be honest, the 3 minutes of added time are up, and I imagine once this is kicked, the whistle will go. Well, it's just kicked straight to touch. Oh, that goalkeeper's made a right fucking slice of that. And that should be half time now. And of course, the French start singing now they're winning. C'est-vous, you bastardo. Still playing, and now it is half time. Game is, well, teams are split by a wonderful moment by Kylian Mbappe. Overhyped, probably, but he's still a fucking monstrous player. And the triumvirate of terrificness they have there, all involved. Elise, Dembele, finally into Mbappe, little sway the shoulders. And Djokovic bought it and went past him and blasted it with a bit of bend into the far corner. Great goal. Great goal. Looney Toon says Isaac will probably be looking at his ancestry later to see if he can change countries. Yeah, apparently he's applied to go on Who Do You Think You Are? Oh, dear me. Bruno's Magic Hat says maybe we should bring in Graham Potter to get a tune out of Elanga. Jordy Dan says if this Elanga plays like with the way Whistler has been playing, exciting season. Well, you never know, do you? Except when he gets back to Newcastle United, there's no fucking Graham Potter and there's no fucking DR Congo coach there. You got fucking Jason Tyndall fucking putting cones out and scratching his fucking April. Jazz says Lang is actually a player. It took us a couple of months to turn him into a train wreck. King Hoddle says triumvirate of terrificness. I like the alliteration there. Thank you, mate. Glad to notice see that my educational prowess isn't being ignored. I'm not just a pretty face. Now, what happened to the days when you see French fans that made tournaments with a live chicken as a mascot inside the stadium? It wasn't a chicken, it was always a cock. They always used to go in with showing the cock, didn't they? Because the cock, of course, is their emblem. One time they used to wear Le Coq shirts as well. So if you're a lover of fucking, I can't go any further with that. I can't. I'll get in the shit. Anyway, who was it? Yes, we were talking about yesterday. That was I discovered was iffy, and I didn't know in the U-tree sense. It's still a chicken, says Jim. Yeah, it's still a chicken, but it's a cock, really, isn't it? They don't care. Here's the French emblem, a chicken, do they? No, they don't. They say, here's the French emblem, a large cock. Excuse me, I've just broken wind there rather loudly. I hope you didn't hear it. Septic Tank says Alanga's been their bright spark. Yes, absolutely. Jim just call it the chicken. He doesn't want to. Le Coq Sportif. Well, I don't like Tyndall because he's a fucking useless fucking sack of shit, mate. What does he do? You tell me what he does. He was the bloke that was in charge of he used to be in charge of set pieces when we didn't score for them, and now he's in charge of defensive set pieces where we always fucking concede from them. The bloke's an absolute travesty of a football man, but he thinks it's okay just to be a bouncer and put cones out and hand out bibs. What an absolute stroker! In fact, I wouldn't be as vehement towards Eddie Howe if he fucked him off and got some decent backroom stuff in that aren't yes men to him. Whew, it's been a while since I had a bit of a fucking Tyndall rant. You did hear it. Oh, right. Fucking that echo fucking muting thing don't work then. Never mind. No, that's unbattable clip, that. Yeah, it was only a little fucking Tommy squeaker. Yeah. Tyndall did bring us a Sula, though. Yeah. He hates we'll never get rid of Tyndall. I do actually believe that to be true as well. Nice tan mind, and his daughter's a legend. Oh, yeah, absolute legend there. Nick says, what did I miss? I put my pod back in and got welcome with big cock. We're just talking about the French emblem, which Jim seems to think's a chicken. Tom thinks they used to have a live chicken on the pitch, but it weren't. It was a cock. Magpie 50, Billy, perfect job for Tyndall, the water boy. I'd like to see him get waterboarded. I'm about water boy. Britain's Magic Hat says, not see Goldbridge and Alice being knocked off their entitled stool. They're a disgrace when it comes to Manchester. I don't think it's just. Right, I'm muting the mic. I'm going to fart again. I don't want you lot fucking taking the piss. Oh, good job I did. Christ almighty, sound like Brands Hatch. I like Goldbridge, actually. But Man United fans, full stop. They're all like that, aren't they? Let's be honest. Even angry gingers. Chris says, I'm sorry, but as long as we have Mr. T and Eddie, we have the disaster. Yes. I can't disagree with any of that. Evening to Mavis. Tyndall say McDermott. We always wonder what he did. McDermott was at least a bounce board for Keegan, and he also did a bit of entertaining the troops. Let's say he was a bright spark in the. He's a very, very positive person, humorous. If you were down to 5 minutes of Tony McDermott, you were laughing again. So I could see rumours with him, but Jason Tyndall, fuck me, if you were down with him, he'd be fucking wanting to kick your fucking head in. Oh, Phil Neal, yeah. Phil Neal, as wonderfully played by Bradley Walsh in the Mike Bassett film, of course. He's not Phil Neal, but he's playing the bloke that was supposed to be Phil Neal. Have you noticed that we never saw much of Tyndall this season? We saw too much. Jazz says there's a cock on the pitch up front for Sweden. Easy to melt. Dave says it's more like Lauren and Hardy with them two. That's an insult to two comedy legends. Septic Tank, you only have to see how Tyndall did managing Bournemouth. See how useless he is. Stroker, yes. Adieberg can't stand Red Nev. Good player, though. Good player in his day. Very strange fellow, isn't he? Chris says the Frenchmen love their cock. On the shirt they do, yeah. Who were we talking about yesterday that got done? Well, I didn't know this person had been done. We were talking about, can't remember, we were talking about that kind of conversation. And someone said someone who said he's a bit iffy. I can't remember who it was. And I thought of somebody else. Do you remember the bloke that used to follow England around everywhere? With the Union Jack waistcoat and the fucking John Bull hat and that. I think his name was Ken Bailey. He was one and all. He got done for it. Captain Birdseye, that was it. Yeah, Captain Birdseye. Well done, Andrew. Well, Kent, the England fucking bloke used to be at every England international, whether it's rugby, football, fucking Olympic Games. He'd be there in his Union Jack waistcoat, red fucking jacket. Absolute fucking John Bull type fucking Brit. Old fella. But he was always there. He was there when England won the World Cup. He was there for years after that. Well, he got done for it, didn't he? That's why he disappeared. Yeah, he's definitely a nonce. Talking of World Cup winners, there's a bit of England on the screen there. So yeah, Ken Bailey. I mean, the old Jilly Jocko's on the advert here. Was it for M&S? Fucking jocks don't stop at fucking M&S. Fuck you off. Big Daddy did wear an England outfit, mate. He did, yeah, but he weren't one of them. He weren't Ken Bailey. Not Shirley Crabtree. Joe Dent says, why are the Scots in the ad? They're not even in the World Cup anymore. Especially Marks and Spencer's. There's never been a Scotch shop at Marks and Spencer's. Tom says, all sort of Finders are better than Birdside. So I did actually. Finders crispy pancakes. Oh yes. Finders, even Finders French bread pizzas were nice. Way back in the day. Timmy Malik, was he on that list as well? I don't know about that. Oh, the Finders factory was at Benton, was it? I know they used to sponsor Grimsby Town. Chris says, I'm watching ITV over here. Love Mr. UK adverts. Fucking hell. He looks like he should have been. He looks like one. Yeah. New ITV thriller series on with a bit of a rumpy pumping as well. But look at it, called Adultery. Half the BBC were at it. I don't think that's strictly true, is it? Who was the nonce that played for Sunderland? Adam Johnson, Merv. Had his fingers in too many pies, too many young pies at that. Certainly ones outside the chip shops. How do I think Sweden could win? Well, they've got to go for it, mate, ain't they? They've just got to go for it now and keep feeding the fucking winger. Because Alanga's a danger man. You want a bit more effort from Isak to a certain extent. And just go for it. You might as well lose fucking 6-0 as fucking 1-0, mightn't you? Marcus, what's my favourite gangster film? Probably The Godfather, to be honest. Stephen says, see Netflix has a documentary on Rolf Harris. Another one the BBC knew nothing about and did nothing. Oh, they knew about. I can't believe that they knew about it because he was painting portraits of the Queen. Now, surely to God, someone would have said something. You know, security, MI5, watch him. He's a bit of a fucking, you know. Goodfellas is another one I like. Yeah, dangerous. Fucking hell, he's got away with murder, didn't he? Norman? Who the fuck's Norman, Jew? Norman Tebbit? Anyway, we're off winning in the second half. And once again, it's the long clearance to press the throw-in. Graham Ricks, yeah, absolutely. Len Fairclough had another one. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Fucking loads of them, isn't there? Long throw from Goodmanson. And now it's Bergvall. Can you get Alanga on his way here? He goes to Svensson first, the fullback. And now Alanga has it. He's got time to turn and get on his bike. Rabiot comes towards him. We almost played a killer ball through the middle of the defence there. Thrown to the Swedes. Gonzalo Ramos has gone to AC Milan. David Robinson says, a long Good Friday. And David Jason. Man, he didn't know about Len Fairclough. Fucking hell. No, Len Goodman wasn't. Len Fairclough was. Fucking hell. Len Goodman used to say, I'll give it 7, not I'll give one to a 7-year-old. He did. Dirty bastard, Len Fairclough. That was his real name, by the way, but everyone called him Len Fairclough. Fucking Len Fairclough. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, Fucking Len Fairclough. Rolf Howson just worked for the BBC, worked for ITV2. Rolf Howson's cartoon time on BBC. Rolf's Cartoon Club on ITV. Len Fairclough from Corrie, oh yeah. Chipper said, I wonder when Rolf Harris was in Animal Hospital, did he touch a dog? It would have been a pet. It would have been a pup. David Jason, no, it's not. He's not. Anyway, France, we'll get back to the football here. Mel says, you better watch those old Corrie reruns again. Rita was fuming. Is Rita still in it? Ball's on the line here, which is a good ball too. Barcola has it. Good tackle comes in from Svensson and it goes for throw-in. You would know to look at him, to be fair. Who went about now? Which one? Rolf Harris. Who remembers that fucking advert learning to swim with Rolf Harris in? He had all them kids around him in the pool. Yeah. Oh, you on about Len Fairclough? Rolf and his budgie smugglers. Oh, Christ. He had a pair of Speedos, but the S fell off. Kids love it. Cliff Richard got accused too. He did get accused. But clearly he didn't do it. Bill Cosby, he didn't do kids, did he? He just drugged women. Drugged women and fucking raped them. What a terrific conversation piece this is. I don't think David Lee Travis did it, did he? And Stuart Hall definitely did. Frank Boff was a fucking cokehead who liked being whipped. Oh, God. The World Cup goal scoring chart. Messi has 6, Mbappe has 5, Haaland has 5. I would imagine that Messi is going to score a few against Cape Verde. Alan Bradley got hit by a tram. He did. Well, Jim Davidson. Oh, and he was at it, you know. He denies it, but you ain't going to admit it here. What's my prediction against Congo? Do you know? I'm not sure. 2-0 England. No, 4-3 England. Fuck it. John Lydon did call out Jimmy Savile first. Yeah, good ball in from Dembele. Koundé on the underlap. But it's well defended by Sweden. And now Elise retrieves the ball. Ball in behind for Dembele. Probably should have done on his own there. Lindelof fortunately got away with it. What happened with Tarbuck? I don't think he was ever in the frame, was he? Oh! Thank you, Flyer. Very much appreciated, mate. And good change of subjects. Long clearance from the Swedish keeper looking for Gyökeres. Doesn't happen for him. Not by Rabiot. Elise trying to feed Mbappe. Didn't work. But they do pick up the second ball here with Tchouaméni. The ball in for Dembele. Oh, great ball. This is nice through Butter. And Mbappe, it's not Mbappe, it's Barcola. 2-0 to the French. And that was like a knife through butter. 2-2 easy. 2-2 too easy. And it's now 2-0 to the French. And Patrice is celebrating in the background. Sweden literally couldn't get a challenge in there. It was just so easy for them. Wonderful goal, wonderful team build-up. And Sweden gave the ball away. And from that moment on, Tchouaméni started it into Elise, through to Barcola. Wonderful finish, wonderful goal. France 2, Sweden 0. Good night, nerds. Thank you very much. They should have seen the signs, Chris. You're quite right. I think they're finally facing the Waterloo now. Nick says, we're all brought up in a generation of pedos, which we had no idea at the time, and only coming to light in recent years, and earned the right to dine on the comedy of it. Oh, I guess that's a fair point. I mean, if someone would have come out with that, say 1980, and said all them that got done for it, they'd have fucking locked you up, wouldn't they? They'd have put you in the fucking lunatic asylum. Is Bergvall for Sweden. Now, Stroud, he's been absolutely dog shit. I think Sweden are scared of going for this because if they do, so what? You just go for it, don't you? Here's Isak into Bergvall. He goes through his legs and reaches Anthony Alanga. He just plays it back to Bergvall. No real ambition here from the Swedes. But you're in the World Cup knockouts and you're getting beat 2-0. You have a go, surely. Jim says, I always thought Savile was a creepy twat. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Ironically, the only one who wasn't a pervert was Benny Hill. So you say that. Bruno's Magic Hats, and I never trusted Bungle from Rainbow. My mum used to say that Bob Monkhouse was. She didn't trust him. Yeah, Savile's worse than Glitter. I mean, it's a hard competition in it to win. But Savile was doing it with dead bodies and all sorts. The invited guest says in excess singer Michael Hutchins was also into kinky sex. Edward Heath. But he was a good sailor, wasn't he? He always liked to be close to seamen, floating around the boys. Kenny Everett. Mo says he was lovely. You got his autograph. Jonathan King was definitely one. Yeah, absolutely. He got done for, didn't he? You can tell with him there, he's got that fucking funny mouth, isn't he? What about Ted Bovis? I always thought he was a bit iffy. Jonathan Kingston, like, yeah. He has got that crooked fucking mouth, hasn't he? Dodgy fucker. Can't fucking say Ed Goyne and then fucking give it Eddie Goyne. Fuck me, look at a pet name. The golden shot, and he would load his bolt, yeah, Annie Aston, yeah. Nick says, I have a teammate badge that says I never win a Blue Peter badge, lucky escape. Ted Bovis, he fucking dodgy he was. Anyone ever see him singing Loving Feeling on fucking whatever show it was? The BBC daytime show, fucking with Judy Spears on. Fuck me. It's one of the funniest bits of telly you'll ever see. Here's Elise anyway. Great little flick into Koundé, tries to get to the byline, knocks it into the keeper's arm. And, well, if Sweden want to fucking get anything out of this, they need to start attacking. Fucking fancying himself. Fucking hell. The faces he was pulling, it's fucking hilarious. Pebble Mill, yeah. Pebble Mill. Pebble Mill at 1. And then says, breaking news, Koeman leaves Holland. Anyone take me at NFC? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is correct, Tom. Yes. Frank Boff and Mark Hutchins. Also a kinky fuckers. They weren't nonces. That was a loud one. Must have heard that one, everyone. Jokeris has been manhandled to the floor. They win a free kick. I don't think they have. Chris said, I must have been an ugly child. I sent a picture of me and a letter to Jim will fix it. Never got anywhere. I mean, he took a dive there, really, hasn't he? I'm very flatulent tonight, I have to say. I don't know why. The Crankies were swingers. They weren't pedos. I mean, if you was a swinger and you took your wife to a fucking swingers event and then pair rocked up, you'd be fucking well pissed off, wouldn't you? Fuck me. I'd have my car keys out the bowl within 2 seconds. Fuck off. Never mind your fan dabby dozy. I'm not getting anywhere near your fucking fan dabby dozy, love. Fuck off. Here's Dembele into Koundé. And now Rabiot, Dembele. Saw the talk of Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I did have Brussels sprouts for tea last night, oddly enough. Here's Elise Ben's one. Good save. Good height for the keeper. Looks like Mbappe's going to allow this to win into for a corner. Magpie 50 says, Billy, I just want to say, you see how the French are playing 4-2-3-1. Pay attention, Eddie. It works. She definitely was an acquired taste. Yeah, definitely swingers. Yeah, they lived in Coventry for a while. In the posh part of Coventry, Stoichel. Well known for swinging, yeah. So they'll have the fucking Mantovani music, finger bowls, dressing gowns, silk dressing gowns. Keys in the fucking bowl. Multicoloured swap shop off your trot. The next day, she'd be on fucking Crackerjack. Fan Dabby does it. Fuck me. The Crankies lived in Peterlee for a short time. There, that's it there. Melanie says Rod Hull always seemed a bit creepy. Fly says, fantastic. The last image I take off to bed is the Crankies at a swingers party. Thanks, Billy. You don't get shit like that on Five Live. You don't. You don't. Now, for all we know, they're still at it because they're still alive. Oh, we've hit 49.2k subscribers according to rates. If you haven't already and like the madness of the chat and have a laugh, subscribe and join in. Nothing's happened in the game for a while, actually. And Sweden have it. James says they're funny when they get caught and are on Facebook Live. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I've got to be honest. Didn't the Cranks have that dodgy motorhome? But fucking everything had was dodgy. Dave Robinson said Nobby Styles was dodgy. I don't know who's Fury fighting as a warm-up, Nathan. So tell me, I don't know. Oh, fuck off. You're joking. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. He was shitting his pride, that fucking Marius whack. Yeah, I know him. I know him, mate. Shit. Sweden trying to create a little bit of hassle there. It didn't work, and France come away with it. Flicked from Elise to Mbappe. Elise wants the ball back, gets it. Is Elise in the box? Shoots. Deflected wide. Yeah, I don't think we can. I think Gareth Bowmore was just gay, wasn't he? Yeah, Joe Joyce a payday or fucking what's his face, the Chinese fella. Yeah, Hugh Edwards, he was at it, wasn't he? Anyhow, Sweden make some changes. Off comes Bergvall. And fucking Stroud, who was absolutely dog shit. And on comes, well, it looks like Mo Farah, Zanelli and Ali. Yeah, Zhang, yeah. Thomas, I don't think Bob Monkhouse gave off vibes. No, my mum used to think so. Billy talk about the TV. One that's not mentioned is a guy who did Finger Mouse. And fucking Rick. Can't think what his surname was. In with a beard. Rick. And the head peeps out. May said, my mum used to like Monkhouse as a kid. Probably not the right sentence to write. Precise moment in time. Oh, dear. Gilles Zhang was the man that fucked up Joe Joyce. It was the day that Joe Joyce realised that he couldn't take any punches from anyone. Melanie says saw Monkhouse at Butlins through the crack in the door because it was over 18 and saw Grotbag there. Grotbags. Oh, we're from fucking Emu's world. Nick says the purest human in this world is David Attenborough. 100 years of age. Wonderful man. First man to put snooker on the TV, you know he was. Yeah, Joyce for Waller on the English foreman. Yeah, he did. It'll be a sad day when David Attenborough goes. James Walsh says, my ex, Prince Andrew, was a dirty fella. Fucking hell. Oh, Mr. X, sorry. Mr. X Prince. Sorry, James. Do apologise. I thought I said my ex, Prince Andrew. Christ almighty. Apologise, mate. Happy birthday to not happy birthday. Is it his birthday? Who said happy birthday to? Dick Van Dyke's 100 as well, yeah. Mal Brooks. Is it his birthday today? Oh, nice one. I like Mal Brooks. Funny fella. I'm fucking sure it said my ex, fucking Prince Andrew. What sort of things you would fucking admit to these days, is it? Bob Monk has a bit of a smooth old school game show host vibe, which a lot of people didn't like, but at heart he was a comedian. And whilst old school was a bit less smooth, yeah, he was very blue actually, live. Bob Monkhouse. Yeah, I like Bob Monkhouse, to be fair. Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles were class films. They were. High Anxiety, I love that. Which of these French players do I think Newcastle are going for this transfer window? Just as whilst up in the dark, I'd say absolutely fucking none of them. Mike Reid was another what? Was he a Beefy, was he? Mel Brooks is apparently making Spaceballs too. Well, some French torsos on the show. And the Swedes are still in good moods despite getting their asses handed to them. Last quarter. Oh, he's a blue comedian. Right, okay. Tom says, when I was at uni, I saw Keith Harris and Orville's adult show. Not very good. To be honest, he's just winging it on pissed students laughing at Orville swearing. Oh, blue comedian. Yeah, he wasn't running around, yeah. Run a read. Anyone get the vibes from Paul Daniels? Star Trek, it wasn't a fucking shit song. It wasn't a good song. It was fucking dreadful. Wasn't a Radio 2 DJ just done for it? Was one? What, really? Surely not Trevor Nelson. I mean, he's took time off for some reason. Yeah, I mean, Paul Daniels is splitting opinions here. In the meantime, at least they almost scored for France, but the keeper did intercept it, and Sweden, who don't look very, very fit, to be honest. Goyne says, I wouldn't have let Paul Daniels babysit my kids, to be fair. Tim West was right, okay. Oh, he's been done for it before, though, isn't he? Ken Dodd was a weird guy. There's cling film on the toilet seat, toilet seat, toilet seat. You see, yes, Paul, you'll like this not a lot. Alanga tried to create things, but he's got no room to do anything in over there. Scott Mills was done for something. Not sure it was nonsense, but a serious sexual offences. Yeah. Here's Ali. Looks an energetic young fellow. Goes past one. Tries to get round the back of Koundé and wins fuck all. Yeah, Debbie McGee still going strong. Yeah. What attracted you, Debbie, to multimillionaire Paul Daniels? Yes, by the way, fucking he's actually been shit, hasn't he? Donald Trump's a definite one, isn't he? He did, Jim, yeah. Ken Dodd, seen him live up the road here. Come on at 8 and didn't fucking leave till fucking 2:30. Did Andy Kelly do it? Was he at it or was he? Going for gold? Fuck off. I can't believe that. The heat is on, the time is right. Time for you to make your day. Here comes France. It's Mbappe. Elise. Boy, what a ball from Elise! And Mbappe buries it. What a goal that is. And what an assist from Michael Elise. Absolutely phenomenal. Mbappe joins Messi at the top of the scoring charts. That is a terrific goal again from France. France have played some great stuff, I've got to say. Now, they know how to break a low block down. Thomas Tuchel. Elise again, though. What a player he is. Should be playing for England. So Kylian Mbappe gets the double, and he's cooking on gas. Matthew Kelly. Ooh, I think fucking the number 5's playing him on. So I think it'll be all right. What a finish that is. I mean, he's just lethal, isn't he? Excuse me, what? They are checking this. And the more I look at it, the more off it looks, but I don't know. I think they get a buzz, don't they, if they're offside? France are taking the piss now. They're bringing on fucking Malo Gusto. That is taking the piss. And it is 3-0. Dembele and Koundé have gone off. Gusto and Doué have come on. Well, there's no respite from Doué coming on, but Gusto, Christ. Can the Swedes get a consolation? He's like, that was fucking dreadful. He's been absolutely fucking dog shit. Ali going at Gusto. Gusto just takes the ball off him. Good fight from Ali, though. Wins it back. Gyökeres. Germany wins it and breaks. And France are off again here. Barcola steps inside, plays it into Elise here. Can Elise feed Mbappe's offside? So he goes for Doué. Doué goes to the far post. Behind Mbappe. I think it was offside anyway. Here's Rabiot for France. They ain't done yet. Rabiot again. Barcola back to Digne. Here's up from Meccano. I tend to agree. I think he's lost the pace. I think he's lost a bit of pace, hasn't he? And if I haven't got a bit of pace, he won't get into the goal scoring positions. He's a good finisher, probably still a good finisher. But if he ain't got that yard of pace to get him into the position to score goals from, then I'm not sure. At least he now has the most assists in this World Cup, 5. Well, how many's fucking Bruno got? You fucking cheating twats! Fuck off! Teo Hernandez about to come on for Lucas Digne. Definitely an ignore a Newcastle thing going on in the media, Julie. I just put a list of the highest assists. Elise's got, I think he's got 6 now. Then they went down to 3 in Ødegaard. Fuck off. Bruno's got at least 4. Hard to unbeaten France as LinkedIn, I agree. Is Isaac. Gyökeres is in here, but covers in. Good strength from Gyökeres, but even better strength from Upamecano. And Calmly plays that way too. And now France, a bit of strength shown by Doué here. Wins a free kick. Phil says, football is a great game when NUFC aren't involved. Is Elise, who's been absolutely terrific tonight. Player of the tournament for me so far. Here's another candidate. It's not actually, it's Barcola. Hernandez crosses it in, it's cleared. And it should be clearance should be completed now and is, but scruffily. Tchouameni. All the tricks are coming out now. I'm not sure if I'm doing Belgium v Senegal, to be fair. Here's Doué. He's come around everyone here. Gets a shot in. Keeper saves it. Uh, 5 million fans have now attended this World Cup. Long ball, looking for the winner of Gyökeres. Give him credit, but a willing winner all night. Just hasn't worked for any of the Swedes, really. And France are in total control now. Little flick through. Didn't work that from Elise. First ball is giveaway all night. Here's Alanga. Going at Teo Hernandez. Flicks it behind him. Good ball. Cross balls in. Isaac. Just not quick enough. Not quick enough. That would have been a goal 2 years ago. I'm going to say that. Even though it's impossible to predict. Anyway, here's Barcola. Mbappe wants it. He's not going to give it to Mbappe. He's going to shoot himself. Oh, great goalkeeping. Greedy bastard Barcola there. Could have got Mbappe. Could have got his hat-trick there. Sweden made a change. Ayari's off and Svensson are off. On our Svanberg and Nygren. Quarter to the French. And they've only got 4 blokes in the box. And Sweden have still got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the box against 4. Way to go, Sweden. You're 3 down, lads. And Jocres ain't winning that battle with gusto. Here's Douay. Wonderful first time control. Got Gusto inside of him. He's tackled. Clearance is completed. Jocres' race is running. He's not chasing nothing there. Here's Gusto. I'm not sure how he gets in the French squad. He's fucking shit. Phil says France will destroy England and our championship defence. What's the late game tomorrow, Tom? Or the early game Thursday? Whichever way around you look at it. Rabiot for France. Didn't Holland batter Sweden? Douay for France. US v Bosnia. Ah. At least they're trying to keep that ball in at 83 minutes after running his heart out. What a fucking professional he is. Well, I don't know if we'll do a double header tomorrow. Mbappe's coming off. There's going to be no hat-trick for him. And so is Elise. I think both of them are coming off to get a standing ovation, which they both thoroughly deserve. Rayan Cherki is one of the subs coming on. And the other is Jean-Claude Mateta. Mateta, is it Jean-Philippe? Jean-Claude? Fuck knows. He's got his shorts tucked in anyway. Just what you'd want as a Swedish fucking centres defence. A battering round comes on. Who could be guided in by Rayan Cherki's fucking tricks. Anyway, Sweden on the attack, yeah, although they're too slow, really, but well, they're going to win a free kick there. The Yank game should be a better game than Belgium. But, I mean, I'm not sure. Alanga, good cross. Great cross for Alanga. He's had a fair game, Alanga has. Give him credit. His teammates haven't shown up, but he's been all right. Good night, Richard. I don't know. Mel. And the Swedes have had no answer to Kylian Mbappe and Michael Elise. France v Paraguay. See, I know we celebrated Paraguay beating Germany, but actually wish that Germany had beaten Paraguay now. I'd like to see them get proper spanked. Douay. Back to Gusto. Back to Upamecano and now Saliba. Da 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 da. They're in here, but it might be an offside. Not yet. Rabiot is offside. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, you're probably right, Tom. Probably we'll go with the Belgium game if we're going to do a second one. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Saliba. No, 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 no. No. Gaz says there's no excuses for Elanga next season. He's played well the whole tournament. Yes. Nick says England tomorrow than an early night. Maybe it says there's an Mbappe lookalike roaming the streets of Newcastle. He was my nurse. I thought it was him. The smile and face, mannerisms and stature, everything. Did he score, Mavis? That's the question. Oh, dear me. Sweden, Lindelof going forward. Get the 1-2. Jokeris! Good save. Moynihan's had nothing to do all game, but well, he's had a shot to save there, and he made it. No, not allowed in the care home. Oh, right. You're in a care home, are you, Mavis? Well, I hope we celebrate. I hope we keep you entertained. Jack says, hi, Billy, mate. How are you? What do you think about the World Cup so far? With the rats off, by the way. I mean, there is no standout team so far, quality-wise. Not great, but it's been good watching along, even though I'm in the background. I disagree. I think France have been fantastic. Yes, Magpie. That comment would also apply to Wissa. Although you say that, it might not be the players. It might be the manager. We've never seen Wissa line up for Newcastle like he does for the Congo. He's not a centre forward, and he's kind of just off the centre forward. He links midfield to attack. Joe Linton wants me to start supporting Sweden when they're 3 down in injury time. Cheers, mate. Thanks for giving me a chance of being the winner. Jeepers creepers. He's been a little fireball since come on, Ali. I think these are the winners. That is quite correct, to be fair. About Elanga, yeah. And fall over blades of grass. That is quite correct. I mean, some people would say that Elanga wouldn't be able to work in a 4-4-2 because his defensive work ain't good. But he's been all right in this 4-4-2. Well, I say he's been all right. The rest have been shit, though. But he's quite willing to get back and up defend. Not that it's worked. And talking of defending, they're going to have to do a bit more now. It's Douay. Tries to find Mateta at the far post. Found him. Mateta found Rose out of the fucking stand. Absolutely, Magpie 50. I can be in bed before tomorrow. Is there a game on later? Yeah, France have had this easy, to be fair. But there have been some absolutely superb goals. Peter Garthwaite asks, he's got a £2 super chat. Has Lady Sam left the channel? No, we keep telling you, she's busy. She's got a really high profile job. And Sam will be back on once she can get up to speed with how Newcastle United are progressing. That's the reason why she didn't come on towards the end of last season, because she was also ill and lost track of what Newcastle were doing. Sweden on the attack here, by the way. And now she's really, really busy. Same as Stato. So, no, she's not left the channel, and neither is Stato. We're still a foursome, and we shall be appearing as such sometime soon. He's a little fireball, this Ali. Looks like a fucking long-distance runner, but... Ian Fleming, £5 super chat. Thanks, Ian. Excellent job on the commentary on both games tonight, Billy. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. David says, thanks for being top guy for your commentary. Squire Jimmy says, can't you give us 5 minutes from the International Space Station? Joe Lynn says, Paul has clearly left to join some Spain fan channel. He'll be with us tomorrow for the England game. We're in the final 30 seconds of the game now. I mean, I don't see Sweden getting a consolation, but here's Alanga. Square ball. Into the space behind Alanga. Cross comes in. Gyökeres. It's not Gyökeres anymore, is it? Here's Alanga. Wins the ball back. Got Tchouameni up his arse. Lovely ball into the 15. Alanga's been really, really creative. Really good. Beautiful pass, that. Well, Alanga. Moynihan makes a save. From the 15, but a lovely little ball from Alanga in behind the centre back there. Full-time whistle's gone. France 3, Sweden 0. In a one-sided game, really. My tip for France to win it. Not changing my mind. I think it's been an outstanding side. But they're the best side by quite a distance. That front three, with whether it be Barcola or whether it be Doué, it's just too much for everyone else. Dembele on one side, Mbappe, and then Elise. He's the cream of the crop, isn't he? Mexico on soon. I'm not sure I won't be watching that, I don't think. But thanks to all the mods for helping me out in the chat. We're going to have a show finishing before midnight. Thanks to all you guys also joining us. Over 500 again. We've had a laugh tonight. We've had everything. We've had mental conversations, loud expressions of fartage, and a decent game of some decent goals. England tomorrow. Keep your eye out for videos by Paul if anything happens. Newcastle United, news-wise. But until tomorrow, have a great rest of your, Tuesday. And we shall be back tomorrow at 10 to 5 for the England game. Good night. God bless. Sleep tight. Don't let them bedbugs bite.
Come back and check on see breathing.